Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. So today we're going to do a Celtic Cross reading for the general collective, okay? I am kind of late on this. It kind of slipped my mind, but I found it again. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. I will be titling it from the 15th through the 30th, but sorry about those couple days that went by. Um, yeah, if things don't resonate, you can shut off the video and move on to another video. I have several videos that you can see at your own convenience. They're all timeless, which means whenever you watch it, it was meant for you to watch at that time, okay? I also wanted to mention um, to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I do notice I have a lot of viewers on these videos, but I only have quite a, just a few subscribers. So that'd be cool if you guys could subscribe, I would appreciate that very much because then it keeps the videos up and going, and people can find them, basically. And also please share the videos because somebody might definitely need it. Or would like to watch it for entertainment, okay? However you want to do this, okay? Have fun with this, you guys. I would like to say also hello to my subscribers. Welcome back. It's nice to have you here with me. And also to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel, okay? I do have clarification cards in case I need them. We'll see how that works out. And then also at the end of the video, I do have, final words for you guys, okay? So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get started here. Let's find out what's happening, okay? So basically, make some room here. This is what's happening. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. Action. Somebody's going to take action. Somebody wants to take action. Somebody wants to work on something with you. Okay, possibly. This is for the general collective. Okay. Take what resonates and don't make it fit into your life or resonate with you if it's not, if it doesn't fit. Okay. I don't know. I put this one sideways. I don't know why. Oh, probably because of the space. Okay. Anyhow, so yeah, definitely. Someone wants to take action here. Could be action on anything. It could be action in a relationship, can be action on a new business endeavor, can be action with a family situation, whatever it is, somebody's definitely going to take action or definitely want to work on something, okay? Now, what is the challenge on that? Wow, did I put these all upside down? Okay, well, we have one card. I could have sworn I fixed these to be all upright, but you know what? If that's what the universe wants, that's what the universe gets. Okay, so we do have the Angel of Hope, and that's the Star card, definitely in reverse. Okay, so somebody may have lost hope in a situation. All right, they might have hoped for something to happen, and basically it's their hopes and their wishes are not seeming to happen for them. Okay. um, But it's all hope is not lost. There's always something good around the corner. Um, let's find out what happened in the past. Okay. Well, in the past there was sadness. Okay. Somebody may have lost their hope in a situation because of a past situation, and they're basically crying over spilt milk. Okay. They're sad about what has happened. You know, they're thinking about it, maybe crying about it, very upset about it, okay? But we all know, if you do have the Five of Cups in the normal Rider-Waite deck, we do have two extra cups behind you that are still standing, okay? So in that sense, this person is not feeling too well right now, not feeling very good, kind of sad about a situation that they have lost. But nonetheless, they will be able to move forward because of those two cups, excuse me, of those two cups that are, standing behind them, and perhaps they just haven't given themselves a chance to, you know, realize that. But, we all move on from sad situations and we move forward, okay? Um, yeah. So let's go ahead and see what's going to happen in the future with this situation. Okay, we have the Six of Wands, okay? Recognition. So somebody's going to have some sort of victory over a situation. They're recognizing what has happened and what their future brings. And they feel that if they continue with whatever they're doing, they will definitely have victory in the situation. So all hope is not lost. Don't worry. You can get something out of it. You can get learning lessons, okay? You can get life lessons from this, or you can, you know, maybe something that you were in was toxic and you didn't realize it, and it ended, and then you felt like you lost everything, but in reality you might not have, because those two cups are still standing behind you. So perhaps it was a lesson to be learned, okay? But you know, don't fret, because we do have the recognition card, the Six of Wands, which indicates that you will definitely have a victory coming up, or you might be going through that right now, okay? You know, actually, that's the future. So yeah, you do have a victory coming up, okay? So, okay, so now we have goals and what is the best outcome. Well, let's see. Okay, well, we have the Four of Cups, and you know there could be an offer coming in, or you could be giving somebody an offer, but we do have indifference there. Okay, you could be refusing an offer, you could be accepting an offer, but an offer is going to be made, and with this offer there can be indifference. So you might be on a different page than someone. Okay, and this is why the offer may, you know, not be. Your answer might not be given right away, because you might need to give it some thought, okay? That could be a situation here, because, you know, I mean, if an offer's coming in, okay, and, you know, you kind of think like, well, I'm not sure about this because those are not my goals and my ambitions. You know, I need to think about it. Then, you know, you're probably doing the right thing. You know, but if you do come in from that offer and mention, well, I want to do this in my life, and I feel like I have, you know, a passion to do it. You know, I'd like to do it. You know, if the person is totally like, no, no way, you can't do that. You're going to fail. Blah blah blah, you already know your answer to whatever offer's coming in, and it would probably be no, because you don't want to accept anybody who's going to shoot down your hopes and dreams, right? Just saying. All right, so then we have feelings. Let's find out your feelings in this situation. Nine of Swords. Stress. Okay, so you might be stressing out about this situation a little bit. It's keeping you up at night, you know, you're all up in your head. I'm so sorry that you're stressing on this, you know, but we have all our answers within us, you know, so it's better to just know that, you know, source is on your side, and you just pray and hope and believe that you can make it, you know, and you can get through whatever hardships you're having. Then I'm sure that, you know, you definitely will have this recognition and victory. Okay, so don't stress too much. Um, the only thing I could suggest for that is, if you're up in your head all the time and it's keeping you up at night, maybe you should fall asleep to some type of meditation music, some kind of music that will clear your mind so you can get to sleep, okay? Something about, you know, I am affirmations, or just affirmations of receiving abundance and happiness and joy and all that. You know, that always helped me. That's just a suggestion. You don't have to do it, but I like to do things like that to get out of my head. And if I'm thinking about a lot of things during the day, what I do is I just try to listen to some music to get my mind off of whatever it is that's, you know, bothering me, because it's always good to clear your mind. When you meditate, you clear your mind, you tend to make better decisions, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the next card, which would be the advice card. Let's see what the universe has to say about all this. Seven of Wands, challenges. Okay, so somebody's going to have a challenge here, all right? You might be trying to speak to somebody about what your wishes are, and you might be having to defend yourself because of your beliefs. You might believe one thing and somebody might believe another. And you are passionate about this, so just know that whatever you believe and whatever you want, that's all that matters. Okay, you don't need to ask anyone their opinions. Just move forward, because just to let you know, we all have haters. You know, they might act like your friends, but they might not be, because they might not wish the best for you. They might want to see you fail, is what it is, and that sucks. But I hate to say it, but it's true. Okay, and I've experienced that a lot in my life, and this is how I've learned that, you know, it's not always the greatest to ask for others' opinions, especially if it's something that I'm really passionate about and I really think it's a great idea, and then somebody that I feel or I thought was close to me shoots it down, then apparently that person is thinking other things about me, right? They're not wishing me well anyways. So let's find out what this external influences are, which is causing these challenges, because obviously there is. Okay, it's a King of Swords, okay? Decisions. So the King of Swords is somebody who's like a businessman, okay? They're real smart. They think things over. And, you know, they're kind of like this militant type of person, the kind of person that's like, you know, like the boss at the business, you know, telling everybody what to do and how they're supposed to do it, and just being really sharp and you know, businessman like about it, you know. But this person, you know, when it comes to these challenges, and this person, it just seems like this person might be going to somebody and discussing these things with another person. And if he's a King of Swords, I don't understand why he would be doing that. Um, whether this be you or someone else, but if this is you holding the energy of the King of Swords, why would you need to go to anybody to figure something out? Because you know, you got it all. You're very intelligent. You're a good thinker. You come up with some good solutions. I don't understand why you would need to go to anybody else to solve these issues or to discuss anything with somebody, because, you know, obviously it's causing some kind of issues, okay? I do see that there's a bird or a hawk on this guy's wrist. And you know what? That's just reminding me of, like, you know, kind of like a bird that you can send. You can roll up a little message. I think they used to do that with the hawks. They used to roll up a little message and put it in their little leg and send the bird off to send a message somewhere. So this person might even have a message to send to somebody. I'm just thinking that, you know, because that's what I see there. And it might be some direct, quick communication, because the bird is very fast, very swift, okay? The bird is also a symbol of, you know, your angels, or something like that, you know, because angels like to fly. They got wings. Why else would angels have wings, you know? So they have some sort of, you know, meaning when it comes to like angels and such, right? But somebody's going to make the decision, and I think they're going to be sending in a message soon, all right, when it comes to the external sources, okay? So let's find out what the hopes and fears are. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's the right card. Okay. We have the Ten of Wands. Okay, burdens. So you might be thinking that this is all a burden. You know, I mean, what you got to go through to get through these challenges, and maybe send your message, or you're losing hope and stuff, having sadness over a situation. You want to have victory. We all do. We all want victory, right? But your hopes and fears are these burdens, you know, and that's all they are, okay? That is definitely all they are. They are just hopes and fears. It doesn't necessarily mean that that all is going to happen, okay? These are just things that you are going through in your head, okay? And what's keeping you up at night. Maybe you don't know the truth about something, so you're starting to think like, oh my God, what's happening? Oh, I hope this happens. Oh, but what if it doesn't, you know? And that's why I suggest meditation for any of you that are going through any of that, okay? So funny how that star card came out in reverse out of all these cards when I flipped them all back. But you know what? Like I said, universe works in special ways. So I would think that you are worrying a lot. You're having burdens because of this worry, you know, and we do have the Nine of Swords here indicating that you have a lot of stress and such. So think about that. Think about it. It's just a fear, you know. It's just a fear that you're having right now, and maybe because you're nervous, you haven't communicated with somebody, or communicated something in the business, or whatever this has to do with. It could be a relationship, it could be family, it could be the job, you know. So yeah. Let's go ahead and find out what the outcome is here. Five of Wands, tests. Okay, so this usually indicates that that there's some kind of conflict, okay? It could be, it says tests, okay? So I'm having a feeling because, well, before I explain this part, the Five of Wands is usually a card of conflict, right? You could be fighting with others, right? But you also could be working with others, all right? So it can be two things, all right? It can also be mental conflict. You might be thinking about stuff too much. And what I'm thinking is because we have these two cards here, it could mean that you're having a lot of mental conflict, okay? It could mean that, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I'm thinking because that word tests is there, I think this is a test from the universe to see if you can actually get through the situation. I think it's a test on whether or not you will make the right decision or not. Okay, and that's what the outcome is. The outcome doesn't really give us a straight answer. All it gives us is that there's some sort of conflict, you know. It could be conflict, but it could also mean that you could be working with somebody, you know. So I think this is a test, you know. If you don't find out what's happening, you will never know. You know, I'm just saying, you will never know what's going on, and, you know, you're always going to be feeling like you're left in the dark. And if you let an opportunity pass you up, then, you know, whose fault is that? It's not my fault, that's for sure, you know. Well, it could be if I'm in my head, but, you know, trying not to be. I try to meditate every single day. You know, I meditated before this reading. I like to meditate before the readings and get a little relaxation in before I do a reading. But I really do think this might be a test from the universe to see if you are in your strength and you are able to communicate whatever it is you need to communicate to whoever it is. Okay? And I believe you can. All right? So, I mean, listen, if you need to communicate with someone and you're worried about conflict, argument, whatever, just take it this way. This is how I like to take things like that. I don't mind approaching people with a question or a confession or anything because I know there's only two answers that's going to come out of it. Either yes or no. All right? How much more do you need from that? Just know when you come in to speak to somebody or have to deal with a situation, the answer is going to be yes or no. It's not like you have 100 answers that you have to worry about. You only have two final answers. Okay? So just know, okay, well, if I go and I talk to the boss or this person or whatever, they could say yes and everything will be great. Or they could say no and, okay, well, that sucks and I'll just leave and, you know, everything will be fine and I'll move on with my life. All right? So you're pretty much thinking, just overthinking this way too much. Okay? Way too much. All right? You only got two answers. So if you need to do something, stop being in your head about it. Stop feeling as if it's a burden, okay? You don't need to go to anybody to help you figure this out because what are they going to help you with? You know? They're probably going to be negative or something, you know? And all you need to know is there's two answers, yes or no. Simple, simple, simple. I keep repeating myself because I feel like some of you out there are just not getting that, all right? Anyhow, that's pretty much what's going on here. I think you have a big test coming up from the universe. Wants to know if you're strong enough to even take that test, okay? Because there's only two answers on that test. And if you know, there's no wrong or right answer. It's just, you know, whatever's going to happen. I think the main test for you is if you can even go into class and take the test. All right? Simple as that. So that's pretty much it. I don't really think I need to clarify anything here. All I know is, you know, what's happening is someone needs to take action, okay? You need to take action now, okay? Because, you know, if you feel like you need to go through some more stress and anxiety and all that stuff, you know, I mean, come on. Your future card was recognition. That's a victory card, okay? These are signs right here, all right? You went through something, you had sadness, okay? Right? And there's an indifference between someone else. But you're going to have recognition and victory. So get out of your head, make the decision you need to make. You don't need to go to anybody else. You know what you need to do. And you need to go in and take that test. All right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the final part of this video, which is the end, where I like to throw out a couple of oracle cards, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, welcome to the end, you guys. So I do have two oracle decks here. I have the Surrender deck and I have the Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power deck. Okay, I do have the book here just in case I might need to refer to it and look in there, in case I'm a little bit stumped with the information that the wisdom we're trying to get from Buddha is saying. Okay, so let me go ahead and put these to the side real quick. And we'll start out with these surrender cards. They are pre-shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle them one more time just to do it on screen for y'all. Okay, so this is what the collective needs to surrender in this situation, just to help them to move forward in whatever it is that's going on in their lives. Okay. So I think I'll choose a card from right here. Okay, kind of in the back, kind of not, but yeah, pretty much in the back. All right, so there's that card. Okay, set that to the side. There's the one card. Let's go ahead and see if we can get our card from Buddha Wisdom. Buddha, what kind of wisdom do you have for the viewers in this situation? How can we help them to move forward in their lives? What wisdom do you have for our viewers? Okay. And then we have another card. Set that over there. All right. And I will keep this to the side because, just in case, trusty book, So let's find out what our viewers need to surrender in this situation for this Celtic Cross reading for the second part of November. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Excuse me. And let me grab my trusty magnifying glass just in case I need it. I do wear glasses, but having some issues still, so I've got to see the optometrist. But all right, anyways. So surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. Okay? So this could be, when it comes to the reading, I'm having a feeling that this could be in regards to whoever it is who might be in your ear telling you things. Okay, there could be some outside sources trying to give you not very good information. All right, somebody might be giving you faulty information or discouraging you from doing whatever you want to do. Okay. So I'm feeling that seems to be the problem, because that was the only part that kind of indicated conflict with another. Okay, because I'm kind of feeling when it came to the Five Wands, I think it was, that I think you're having a lot of mental conflict with that. Okay, because you were up in your head and your hopes and fears were, having issues or whatever like that. But I'm having the feeling that this card is in reference to you trying to find an outside source to get opinions and find answers from them. And I don't think that's a good idea, okay? Because you might be getting confused, especially if you're going to a bunch of people, all right? Sorry about the wrinkles, you guys, darn. Anyhow, so yeah, if you're going to a lot of outside sources for advice, that can be so confusing because everybody's got their own opinion on something. And like I said, probably the best thing for you to do is to ask the universe to please help you come up with a solution to your problems, and then meditate right after that question. You can also ask the universe, God, angels, ancestors, whoever it is that you pray to, spirit, Buddha, whatever, whoever, ask them if they can help you out with finding your own solution to your question, okay? And it also says here, listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. Now, if you're not in touch with your intuition, or it's kind of hard for you to read your own intuition, I do have a suggestion. And this is something that I learned a little bit ago, maybe about 2 years ago. And I felt like I couldn't make right choices. I couldn't tell if someone was lying to me or telling me the truth or whatever, you know. So, you know, there's a practice that you can do in order to try to sharpen your intuition. And this is kind of what I do. You know, there are several ways to read your own intuition. You know, you can get the goosebumps. If you're talking to somebody, you get those goosebumps all over your body. That's one way. That's like, oh my gosh, you know, something is that's good. Or you're, you know, you're getting you know, feelings in your arms and legs of some sort. You know, it's not like a it's not like a terrible feeling. It's like a wow, you know, kind of the chills, you know. That's one way of reading that, okay? And then there's also those times when you're, you know, you want to do something and you're not sure about it, and you're feeling uncomfortable and uneasy about it, and you're just like, God, I don't know, this doesn't feel good. Well, it doesn't feel good because it's not the right thing to do, okay? You know. And if you want to get more in touch, here's something this thing that I learned. You can lay in a nice quiet place in your home. Perhaps you can do it after your meditation because, like I said, meditation always clears our minds and it also brings us answers. So after you go through a nice meditation, um, you know, open your eyes, you know, and then think to yourself or speak it. You can. I like to speak it out loud, okay, because then I feel like it's just like it's getting out there, you know. I'll say something like, okay, my name is Mona, right? So I would say, my name is Mona. And then I'll kind of see how my body feels when I say that. You know, like, what am I feeling? Am I feeling anything in my arms and my legs? Am I feeling something in my gut? What am I feeling at that moment? Okay, and try to really pay really good attention. And I try to say do this after meditation because your body is clear, your mind is clear, and you have the opportunity to feel this deeply, okay? And then after I feel like, okay, I kind of feel what I felt, and let me try something else now. Then I will ask out, my name is Stephanie. Huh? That's not true, right? Because I'm Mona, right? So if I throw that out there, my name is Stephanie, then I'm going to stop and I'm going to feel, what is my body feeling right now? What am I feeling in my arms and my legs and my gut? Am I feeling like it's not right? And then, you know, that's how you can kind of distinguish, you know, the correct feeling from the bad feeling, right? So, I mean, if you do that a couple of times, you might start to get in tune with your intuition fairly well, you know. You know, ask a question that you know the answer to, and then ask a question that's just not good, okay? And, you know, test different ways to do this, and that should pretty much help you out, and that's surrendering to the wisdom of your body, because your body does tell you stuff all the time, but a lot of us are not in touch with our body, so it's really hard to tell, you know, even when it comes to pick a cards. You know, it's so hard to pick which card pile resonates with you. What I do with those is I close my eyes and then I open them quickly, and whatever my eyes fall on, that's the deck I use. And, you know, most of the time it works out for me. And of course, like all readings, some stuff doesn't resonate. So what I do is I take the stuff that does and I throw out the stuff that doesn't. And if it doesn't resonate completely, it probably wasn't for me. So I'll move it on to another reading. Okay, I don't need to complain because it's just, you know, you don't need to get all upset or angry just because something doesn't work. You're not paying for it anyways. You're not losing anything. You got nothing to lose. So you don't need to get mad at somebody who's giving you something, some free advice or a free reading, because you also don't even need to take that advice, okay? Because what it is you need to figure out things yourself. So this is just something to help you to think. You know, think about things. That's all it is. All right, to get your mind thinking about your situation and try not to go to others to find out this information, okay? All I'm doing here is making you think, okay? I'm not trying to change your views, your mind, your religion, nothing. I'm not trying to do any of that. All I'm trying to do is make you think, okay? Simple as that. Okay, so that's pretty much what surrender to the wisdom of your body is, okay? So let's see what Buddha has to say about all this. These cards are so beautiful, you guys. So it says Green Tara. The Bodhisattva of compassion and action. Compassion with action yields results. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what I think this is, but I think I may be referring to the book. Every time I see compassion in any readings of anything, um, I feel that you might have a conflict in your life that's not doing so well, and you just want to shun it out of your life. You don't want to deal with it. You're pissed off about it. That person's a monster. Whatever the case, okay? Just know, have compassion for that person, because that person may have gone through something that was just absolutely devastating in their life, and it might have affected them in a way that puts out negative energy vibrations to the world, okay? And so when they meet people, they just want to put that negative energy out to everybody. And all that's doing is hurting themselves and hurting others, okay? It doesn't mean that you need to hang out with that person all the time, but what it does mean is to have a little bit of compassion for that person, okay? Just know that they've gone through something in their life which is just, has devastated them and actually made a change in their physical energy, you know. Maybe this person is going to come with information to you and it's going to hurt your feelings, but just know that have compassion for that person, because somebody in the past may have hurt this person, and you can't be 100% mad at them because somebody else hurt them. And you don't have to be mad at the person that hurt them either, because it's like a chain. Somebody hurt that person hurt the next person hurt the next person. It's kind of like that, okay? But what you can do is you can break that chain by being somebody who is compassionate, who is caring, and you can take action to help heal that person, definitely, right? And let me go ahead and see if anything pops out to me. It says what? Compassion with action yields results. Okay, well, let me go on with that too now. Compassion, all right? And that's what I just said when I was mentioning at the end there, take compassion for this person. Somebody hurt them. Maybe you can do something to break that chain, and you can be the chain breaker. Basically, they're gonna come to you and speak to you. They're gonna maybe hurt your feelings, break your heart. But you know what? Like I said, have compassion for that person, because somebody may have just hurt them, and you don't need to be the person to carry on that pain and sending it to another person, okay? You can be the one to break that chain, all right, and stop it altogether by, maybe, being an ear for them to hear, or lending them an ear and showing them, I'm sorry that happened to you, blah, 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 right? Even though you might be feeling hurt at the moment, just know that, I'm sure when this person realizes, that you are showing compassion, that you are a caring person, and you are there for them, in their time of need and sadness, that they might be able to, tell you a little bit more about what's been going on, and maybe they will apologize for whatever it is they did. You never know. Okay, you never know until you just show that sympathy and compassion and that love in your heart to another person. Okay, because not everyone is a monster out there, and the reason why they are, if they are, it's because they've been hurt, basically. Okay, just know that you can be the person who breaks that chain of pain and negative low vibrational energy. You can be the person that stops that for future people, okay, future generations, whatever the case. Okay, let me see if I can find that. Oh, that's the second card. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so the green Tara, the Bodhisattva of compassion and action. Okay, I'm just going to read it to you guys, okay? Green Tara glows with the energy of new spring green grass, potent with the awakening and growth of that season. She is exquisitely beautiful, smiling sweetly, radiant and yet ethereal and translucent, because she has no ordinary being. She is a bodhisattva, one who has dedicated herself to helping others. She appears to us as a young woman at the time of life when anything feels possible and there is so much to do to make it so. She wears jewels and silk garments as she is a princess of the pantheon of beings that come to us to help. She spontaneously gives aid to protection to all. Her compassion is available to anyone, no matter if it's a thief in the night, a woman giving birth, or a worker trying hard to please. She knows that personality is just the outer shell that holds the purity of our own true self within. She holds two blue lotuses that represent her purity and power. She sits on another lotus that arose out of the lake of tears she shed. I'm sorry, let me read that sentence again. She holds two blue lotuses and represents her purity and power. She sits on another lotus that arose out of the lake of tears shed by the Buddha of compassion. Avalokitesvara. Okay. while he while he is quiet and still in his compassion. Okay. So Tara is compassion in action. She extends her foot down to the lotus below, ready to stand at a moment's notice to begin working. Her right hand rests on her knee, open in the mudra of supreme giving. Her left hand, poised in front of her heart, forms the mudra of protection and fearlessness. Her mantra is Om Tara Tutare Ture Svaha. And you will hear it everywhere you go in Nepal and Tibet, as she is one of the most called upon deities of Buddhism. Okay. So she's a very compassionate princess, okay, and she is there to help everybody. Like the passage said, she's ready to help the common thief. She's ready to help the woman giving birth or the person at work. We all have our issues and we all have our strife to go through, but she's always there to help us through it. And you know what? The way I see it is she is a chain breaker, and she is the person who wants us all to move forward abundantly and happily, okay? She wants to break that chain of negativity when someone has been put in pain or hurt. She's the one to help clear that pain, because she is sitting on this river, lake, whatever they say, of Buddha's tears, okay? And of course, I would think that Buddha is sad for people who have been hurt in the past, okay? And she is there to try and help them to get through whatever pain that they're going through, okay? That's how I'm taking that. All right. And if you know this religion, or if you have studied these deities, I would love it if you could comment below and tell us a little bit about your insight of this green Tara. I would absolutely love that. Okay. So with that being said, thank you for coming to this reading today. I really appreciate it. I'm very sorry it took so long for me to get it out. Like I said, I make mistakes too, and I can become forgetful. I do have a new schedule that I'm trying to follow and do everything, and it's special time, step by step by step. But I did notice earlier that somebody was trying to break into my home at some time, and I had to call the police and the property management and go through all that. Thank God I'm protected. Okay, I did notice that all the windows are like nailed and drilled shut, which is fine for this situation. In the summertime might not be that great, but I do feel that my God has protected me, and I am always protected, and I am so grateful to Spirit, and I hope you guys can also feel the same, because I am a true believer that I am being watched and protected at all times, okay? I hope you guys feel that way too, with whoever it is that you guys pray to. I do believe there's a little bit of a combination of similarities in all religions. And I do call upon help from God. I call upon help from, Buddha. I call upon help from all kinds of deities. I kind of mix it up, okay, because I believe it's all, we should all be together as one. Um, so with that being said, I am sending out my love and compassion to you guys if you have been hurt. I am also sending out joy and abundance that I know that you all can have, okay? As long as you believe, okay? The power of belief, right? My name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot, and I'll definitely, hopefully, see you next time.